Today's Loud House Critic episode is sponsored by Crispy Donuts. Nothing tastes better with your coffee than crispy, creamy, glazing donuts fired from a donut canyon from Krispy Kremes.
Okay, folks, we're getting close. 10 seconds.
Happy trials.
And go spring check.
6, 5,
Let's go to black.
3.
In order for some rides to work, you must consciously think that you are riding them.
Not far, class, not far at all. Here we go!
Hello, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and episodes I must review. Oh, sweet mother, I know this discovery will leave you stunned, heartbroken, an empty shell of a human being. Oh, how I envy you. You're kind of wondering, what the heck am I doing an episode review on Sunday? Well, today is a very special day for much all the women who are just being a mother. Last year I did an episode review of a mother and her son together. Now I'm actually going to do a mother episode with her daughter. Well, one of them. The right stuff. The 44th episode of Season 3 of The Loud House. And it's overall the 145th episode. This episode I really adored too much when I first saw it. It made me think of The Magic School Bus and Mary Poppins. And speaking of, after this review, you might want to stay tuned. I got a special music video. Don't miss it. Today's Loud House episode was requested by Denny.
And as the footsteps grew louder, he pulled back the curtain with a shaking hand and saw... Hi, Mom. Hi, sweetie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you?
She almost gave you a heart attack, didn't she?
How was writing club? Sigh. I'm thinking of dropping out.
You know, as much as I like being in writing class, because I love writing so much scary stories, that was before I made Chills and Thrills books, when I developed my own scary stories. I'd stay in the writing club, but then I'd be dropping out if I was in Lucy's shoes. But guess why?
That was before I knew Principal Huggins was in charge.
Oh crap, him again? I can't imagine why. Or maybe I just don't want to.
To apostrophize or not to apostrophize, that is the question, and a complex one at that.
Now I see where this is going. Fuck you. I just saw haiku. This is going to be a good episode after all. Knowing that Lucy enjoys writing, but somehow it's not even her passion anymore.
Writing used to be my passion. Now I don't even enjoy penning a simple eulogy.
Hey, tell a brother buckle up first.
What is Principal Huggins thinking? Writing isn't about rules. It's about being creative, getting inspired, taking risks, expressing your feelings and ideas.
Oh, I love her. She took the words right out of my mouth, RL. RL. I like that. Although that might be stealing somebody else's name in the light, whose books I really enjoyed reading, even as a kid.
Point is, I am going to talk to your principal.
Oh, this ought to be fun.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Loud, but Principal Huggins is getting his performance review right now. And between you and me and the flagpole, it is not going well.
I can't imagine why. No, seriously, why?
Superintendent Chen, wait! I haven't shown you my new color-coded demerit system.
I've seen all I need to see, Huggins.
I'm giving you a rating of... mediocre.
Ooh, ouch.
There's no pleasing that woman.
Really? I think she's right. Which is why Rita is actually going to be in his spotlight, because she's a genuine author herself, and she knows it all.
I just had a few ideas to get the kids more excited about writing.
Oh, so now my work with the writing club is mediocre too. Well, if you're such an expert, maybe you should try running it yourself.
That's a great idea.
I would love to.
Oh, I was being sarcastic.
Really? Because you sure didn't sound like it for being a principal.
Thank you, Principal Huggins. I won't let you
This
down.
is gonna be
Maybe
fun.
I could institute a school-wide no slouching policy.
Honestly, what's this guy's beef with all these rules?
And here's where you can set up for this week's meeting. Just give me a jingle if you need anything. I'm helping Principal Huggins conduct surprise posture checks.
Oh yeah, like what? Not allowed to make out in the gym lockers?
Dombrowski, shoulders back.
What a drama queen.
So with Rita on her first day on the field, she actually finds a book on her desk. And guess who it's from?
Everything you need to lead the club is in here. Stick to the book!
Stick to the book, stick to the book. I wonder what happens if I take the ST and replace it with the D.
Dick.
Let's read this book.
Let's see. Common adverb errors. Noun versus pronoun.
Conjunction, junction, what the frick's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
Snooze.
Well, I think it's gay.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I say do whatever you do best.
Mrs. Loud, Lucy's mom.
What are you doing here? I'm taking over the writing club for a while. Does everyone have their textbooks? Great.
Now burn those suckers to ashes. No, I'm sorry. I would never do that. I never burn any books in my life. Not even a Bible. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're going on a field trip.
We've never gone on a field trip.
Well, I was thinking we could venture out to find some poetic inspiration.
Please let this be a normal field trip.
With Rita? No way. So they start their little first Magic School Bus field trip at Flips.
Flips, what's poetic about a convenience store?
You might be surprised. Now, I want you to take note of everything you see, smell, taste, touch, and hear.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but Rita should consider herself as a writing school teacher.
Does it matter how we hold our pencils?
Not one bit.
Summer rain, spring daffodil, pickled eggs?
May I continue?
The way the sour cherry swirls into the black licorice reminds me of a sunset over the cemetery.
I like her.
I've heard these sounds before, but I've never really listened.
Everything I saw there, I actually heard in a movie theater. And those are the kind of snacks I actually buy when I go big time on a huge movie I've been waiting for. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, Avengers Endgame, you know, those kind of movies. Alrighty, kid, let's hear it.
Flip. His past may be murky. His tooth may be jerky. But I think he's just quirky. Flip.
Do-do-do-doo. 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 Do-do-do-doo.
To the new and improved writing club. To the new and improved writing club.
Hallelujah!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxing and feeling good. The next thing that you know, you're seeing a petting zoo.
Dad, you're not gonna freak out like you did at the petting zoo, are you?
Hey, that snail was about to charge.
Everyone, pick an animal, then try writing a story through its eyes.
What the fuck is that kind of goat? Where have I heard that from before?
For a ring. What was that?
Yes, I sense our connection too.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay away from goats for a long time.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Surfing on a sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left and you're tested. Take your second right past Mars. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting carried away. Next field trip they take is at the Sunset Canyon, where Pop-Pop is. But that's not who we see.
Oh, why the heck would you want to hear my story?
Oh, Jesus, I'd be better off not hearing it.
I was born in a stolen ice cream truck. Mama was jonesing for some rocky road and wasn't taking no for an answer.
Oh, isn't that fascinating? Hearing about your fantasy heterosexuality.
Boy, wake up!
I'm sorry, I thought you said something else. So Mrs. Rita Frizzo and her class arrived back to the school in her magic school van.
Before you guys go home, I just want to say how proud I am of the brilliant work you've been doing. You deserve a chance to show it off. So next week's field trip is an extra special one. Open mic Thursday at the Burnt Bean.
Gasp. That coffee house in the cool part of Fern Valley?
That's right.
College students hang out there.
You know, and speaking of college students, I remember seeing a lot of college students going to poetry ever since when I saw an extremely goofy movie. A lot of college students actually go there. Come to think of it, I wish I was in college right now. By the way, as you're watching this, if you take a closer look at Haiku, you can almost see her second eye.
Now get out of here, you creative geniuses.
Oh, right, I can borrow my big brother's fedora.
For being a good mother figure she makes a really excellent reading teacher. I know it's a writing class, but there's a lot more to it than just writing.
Thanks, Mom, for everything.
I'll be your candle on the water.
Timon, are you crying?
I'm fine. I just have something in my eye.
Here, blow.
Here, Pumba.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, I'm better.
This is what got me. A great bonding between Rita and her daughter Lucy for the first time. This is probably my favorite bonding between a mother and her daughter. I know there has been some that other sisters have bonded with each other, like Lou Ann and Lucy, and there are times that Lincoln and Lola, and there was a time that they became Lucy and Lincoln, but I didn't like how that one turned out. Nobody did. Okay, we gotta get moving on. I'm feeling too much heartfelt moment now.
Today's the day. How's everyone feeling? Nervous? Excited? Little bit of both?
I feel like both all the way through, Mary Poppins.
So psyched.
Nervous but zen about it. I'm bursting with excitement.
Is the fedora too much? Am I pulling it off?
Oh, I don't think you'll be pulling any of this off.
Principal Huggins!
Oh, hey, Mr. Old Bird. How you doing?
Spare me your pleasantries, Mrs. Loud. I know all about the little field trips you've been taking behind my back.
I have nothing to do with your futuristic fiddle faddle, you know that.
Oh, well, I just wanted to show the kids that writing can be fun.
No, fundamentals before fun.
When the hell did that become a rule?
It's all in the book I gave you, which seems to have gone missing.
Oh, I devoured it. Just kidding.
I'm sorry. I just found the material a bit dry.
I don't believe I asked you for your review.
Oh, you'll get a review from me, all right.
With a side of you.
From now on, you will follow said material and keep students in the classroom if you wish to remain in charge of the writing club.
But it's okay, Mrs. Ladd. We don't have to go. We don't want to lose you.
These kids are so nice to Rita, and I actually like that, how they want to keep her around. But anyways, as shit and bricks, Rita just reads from the book, and let me tell you, this just is going to get as boredom as me falling asleep through a boredom movie as Gretel and Hansel.
Unless the surname ends in an ES, in which case the preceding rule does not apply.
Finished? Great speech and all, Doc. You had him riveted. But didn't you forget something?
Now then, Rita has another trick up her sleeve of getting her, Lucy, Haiku, and the others out of here.
Let's get out of here.
So Rita and the kids sneak out of the classroom, leaving Principal Huggins behind as he's having a little snore fest of his own. And they make it to the Magic School Band.
Seatbelts, everyone!
Okay, everybody. Let's give it up for Bud Grouse and his poem, My Yard, My Property.
Lame. By the way, this is something that has been going around the whole entire social media page and even around the world about this character. I'm just gonna say this nice and clear. That is not Sam's mother. It may look like her, but it's actually Amy Reynolds, who was a former post-production supervisor of The Loud House. In fact, it does look like her, but her highlights in her hair, she wanted to have the same highlights as Sam does. because the colors were so interesting in Sam's hair. In April 2018, she no longer works with the show. She works on Netflix now, and she's not voiced by Amy Reynolds at all. She's voiced by the same girl who does Lou Ann Loud. By the way, am I the only one who thinks this is based off a 1989 film called Dead Poets Society? Tell me if I'm right. Because this is what this episode exactly feels like.
This is it, guys. Have fun.
I'm so glad I have my hat.
What's that?
So where's Beetlejuice when we need him? But have no fear, Rita actually has another plan of her own.
Sorry, sir. This is a new golf cart zone.
No golf cart zone? I've never heard of anything like that.
Don't make me hurt you.
Listen, bro. Unless you're the kind of guy who isn't into following rules.
Oh, no. I love rules.
Well, great. There's a golf cart parking 50 blocks that way.
50 blocks?
Yep.
Man, that was close.
Thank you, sir. Sure. No problem, lady.
You know, it's funny how that guard actually sounds like Jill Talley, who's the voice of Rita. And for almost a minute there, I thought that was Rita Loud in disguise. But it happens. By the way, that was pretty clever. Anyway, let's hear the kids perform now. Hey, look, there's Dana. And a couple of the riders, too.
The hot dog sizzle. The nacho cheese goes plop. In the snack aisle at Flips, the symphony never stops. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it.
Wow, so proud of you guys.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
You!
Dang it.
Did you really think you would get away with this?
I sort of did.
No, I knew I wouldn't. But I had to let these kids share the work they're so passionate about, even if it meant getting fired from the club.
That's exactly what it means. You're out and Huggins is back in. You hear that, kids? I'm in charge.
Are you indeed?
Superintendent Chen.
Who's in trouble now?
Oh, someone's going to get a cap in their ass now.
Well, isn't this a delightful turn of events?
I can explain what these kids are doing in such a seedy establishment, for which you have a t-shirt and a frequent customer mug.
This is a surprise.
Huggins, I'm impressed. I don't know what you've been doing in that writing club, but you've clearly inspired these kids.
Survey says bullshit.
You know what? I'm going to improve your rating from mediocre. To above average.
Above average?
Did not see that coming.
You've earned it.
Wait a minute, Rita should get the credit. She's the one who taught the kids very well.
Actually, I haven't. This is the woman to whom all credit belongs.
Really? Well done, madam.
Thank you. But, you know, Principal Huggins deserves credit too. He's given the students a very thorough education in the fundamentals, which are just as important as the fun.
See, there always comes a time to be serious and be silly. There always comes a time to work and have fun at the same time.
Well, sounds like you two should run the club together.
Together?
Something to think about.
Is that really a choice? Because I really work alone. But the ending gets so much better.
Take it away, Mrs. Loud.
Roger!
Hold on to your butts. Oh yeah, I just said that.
All right, who's got a gerund?
Oh, I do! How about flying?
Nice! Let's write!
Oh, that's fun. And another thing Miss Frizzle and Rita have in common, they both can fly an airplane.
Of writing.
Sorry! Good one! Great examples! How about a gerund from Principal Huggins?
Oh, you bet the hell not. That is hand-stitched leather. You better drink it.
The right stuff. What can I say about this performance? I adored this episode. I appreciate the episode. I positively love this episode. I loved how Rita was teaming up with the writing club. I also loved the poems the writing club wrote. And it was such sweet how Principal Huggins decided to team up with the writing club in the end, even though throughout the entire episode the dude was such a grumpy ass. And is it just me, or does that principal remind me so much of Principal Skinner from The Simpsons? This was a pretty nice episode between Lucy and Rita, pairing up a lot of people you wouldn't expect. I just love the bonding between these two. When Rita actually took in charge of the writing club, she acted like she was either Miss Frizzle or Mary Poppins. As a matter of fact, I would actually say Mary Poppins a lot more. And I'm not even a huge fan on the movie. And it was kind of pity that Lincoln did not appear in the episode, but guess what? He doesn't need to be in every episode. He would contribute absolutely nothing to the story of this episode. Like I said before, we need some time away from Lincoln and just focus on a different character in the spotlight. This episode was worth reviewing on Mother's Day, and it's worth watching again. Go check it out. I'm the Loud House Critic, and happy Mother's Day to everybody. Well, it's time to clear the stage now. Time to get ready for the new music video.
You're what? You're joking, right? He's not joking.
Well, your mother's flighty and aloof, your father's much too busy to be home. But children, you're in luck, 'cause I'm foolproof with a brand of magic all my own. You have some power in your corner now, and that's a promise that I guarantee. You have my skills, my style, and my know-how. See, all you've got to do is stick with me, and I'll say, oh, Jane and Michael Banks, what will your future be? Let me teach you thanks, I've got this down. You have never had a friend like me. Tough love plus wizardry, yes, that's what I prefer. She's so good at child psychology. You have never had a friend like her. Yes, well, we pride ourselves on wisdom. I'm the boss, the queen, the best. I walk on air, it's hardly fair. I admit that I've been truly blessed. Life's now a smorgasbord of possibility. And here's a clue, I'll help you too. You have never had a friend like me. Can your friends ride clouds? I don't need to brag. Can your friends pull this out their carpet bag? Can your friends speak dog? No? Well, that's a shame. Can your friends go abracadabra with a snap and make cleaning up into a game? So don't just stand there slack-jawed, buggy-eyed. I'm here to answer your advertisement. You've got a dignified, distinguished guide, a living mentor, and I don't pay rent. I've got an urge to make your life sublime, and I won't leave till I have found success. I'm immortal, so I've got some time. I'm like a goddess in a straight-laced dress, and yes, I may come back in Mary Poppins 2 and 3. When I'm on screen, it's evergreen. You have never had a friend, never had a friend. You have never had a friend, never had a friend. You have never had a